And good day to you. Welcome to another episode of The Rundown with Ramon. We got an exciting episode for you today. A lot we're going to cover, and I'm glad you're here to be with us on The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, five-time entrepreneur, publisher of zoneofgenius.com, written 5 books and more, here to bring you all the things you need today to live your best life and start or grow your business. If you woke up today and not so good, you got affected by the weather or a storm or the things, I hope a little bit of being here at the Rundown with Ramon can help you today. If you woke up today and things are great, things are blissful, things are fine, well, I'm happy that I can join you on this blissfully great day for you. We got some advice from Seth Godin, banana equivalence, he calls it. That's going to be fun. I'm going to touch on appearance again. I'm touching on that theme. I'm going to touch on something a bit wonky. Wisty is this video hosting company that's had some great success, and I want to touch on what's made them be so successful, some types of business funding. I want to take us a reminder that patience is often so important to success. I interviewed Holly Reed, CEO of the Master Playbook, talking to her about generational wealth, talking about 7 ways to better automate time and project management in your business. Netflix is on the rise and crushing it. Why is that? What can we learn from them? And we may touch on a concept of self-love, but we'll see. Again, I'm Ramon Ray, and you're in for a treat today. This is The Rundown with Ramon, so sit back, relax, and let's get started as we begin a brand new episode of The Rundown with Ramon. I hope you're ready, because I sure am. Let's go. All right. Welcome back to The Rundown with Ramon. Hey, Deborah Williams, glad you're here from Albany, New York. Deborah, welcome. We got this all over the place streaming. Let me get right into today's episode right now. Ding, 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 ding. Seth Godin talks about banana equivalence, and I want us to take the time to read this and go over this. Bananas are slightly radioactive. The banana equivalent dose, BED, is a measurement of radiation. It's definitely not enough to hurt you. When we think about risk, the BED, banana equivalent dose, that there's some radiation in bananas but so small, is a useful way to find perspective. Is the exposure this new thing will cause on the order of a banana? If so, perhaps we shouldn't worry about it so much. A chest x-ray, by the way, might be like eating 100 bananas. It gives us a scale we can work with. Eating 1 banana, we eat bananas all the time, no problem. But a chest x-ray, they cover us up, and it's like getting 100 bananas we're eating, but still we're fine. Now, driving a car, Seth Godin says, is far more dangerous than being on an airplane, says Seth Godin. He continues here and says, the Honda Civic dose might be a helpful way to think about the risk of a crash. Crashes do happen all the time, of course, but the risk of it happening still is low, Seth Godin advises and says, and far more people are killed or injured in collisions with deer and moose compared to sharks. So now you have the moose equivalent dose as we're thinking of context of things that happen in our lives. Finally, and most salient, the chances that you will experience significant long-term damage from wearing the wrong color shoes to 4th grade, or by asking a dumb question, quote unquote, after presentation are lower than being injured by a pumpkin. And just imagining the pumpkin equivalent dose makes it hard to take ourselves too seriously. Next time we fret, next time we worry about something, consider what Seth Godin says here for Realtor, the Tube FM. Consider what Seth Godin says, that maybe we're taking it a bit too far. There are some things in life for sure we should worry about. But Seth Godin postulates that many things in life we really don't have to worry that much about. Again, welcome to The Rundown with Ramon. Hope you're enjoying today's episode. If you are, definitely take a screenshot, take a picture, hit me up on LinkedIn, hit me up on IG, across the platforms. Let me know you're listening to The Rundown with Ramon. All we do is one thing and one thing alone, give you the best insights to help you start your day or grow your business. Ding, 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 ding. Moving forward here. 4 ways your appearance can impact your success and how to optimize it. I talk about this quite a bit, but I want to drive it home to us all. Most of us know this, but it's amazing the power of appearance. And appearance, yes, has to do with how we look, our visual. I had a hoodie on today and I could have left it on, but I said, you know what? You know what? I want to get a little popping, so I put a different shirt on today. So appearance matters, but it's not just how we look. It could be also how we smell. And it could also be, in fact, it is how we communicate with others, how we communicate. How are we communicating with other people? Our appearance makes a difference. Our appearance does matter, and we need to understand this. If we're just waking up in the morning, just going about our day-to-day lives, and we're not worried about our appearance, Karen, good day to you, Karen, good day to you, then I think that could be problematic and could be limiting our success. Bella Unplugged, hey, Grand Rising, Amos is here. It could be limiting our success. So I think our appearance is important. That doesn't mean we have to wear Louis Vuitton or something like this, but I believe our appearance matters, and it's not just our dress. It's also, Jacqueline, how we speak, how we communicate, the energy we put forth. So that's tip number 2 today on the Rundown with Ramon. How do we show up? How do we look? Ding, 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 ding. Wistia is this amazing video hosting company. Millions and millions of customers they probably have, but most small businesses may not know it. We're used to YouTube and other, but Wistia competes with Vimeo. And it's kind of like a private labeled video hosting service. So I was interested in their growth and some tips they got, some tips I'm getting here from HubSpot, masters in marketing, how they're succeeding. Chris Savage is Wistia's co-founder and CEO. And lesson number 1 here is that sometimes just go with your gut. 2-pizza team is a Jeff Bezos term that describes a scrappy business strategy. Basically, your teams should be small enough to suffice on 2 pizzas. That's roughly 5 to 8 people, unless, of course, one is a college student. After years of over-processed approaches, Savage put Bezos' philosophy into practice. Before switching to 2-pizza teams, Wistia released 12 product updates annually. This included a new webinar tool and new interactive video elements like in-video quizzes. After restructuring its product teams and simplifying its strategies in 2023, Wistia released 72 updates, 6x over the year before. So lesson number 1, if you're looking to scale and grow your business, now many of us are small businesses like me, ask Marcia. So I get it, your team of 1 or team of 2 with your executive assistant or virtual assistant or whatever. But the principles there, as you scale and grow, the smaller teams you have who are the best people you can get, the better you can scale. Quote here, the key to innovation is building these small teams that work the way a startup can in fast sprints. That's the how. The ideas might have had very little data, so they were never at the top of the list. But it turns out some of these ideas were the most impactful. It completely changed Wistia as a business. If your employees are endlessly updating internal docs and polishing fancy slide decks, you might want to ask, is all of this getting in the way of driving bigger impact? If a few people like something, go build it. That's lesson number 2. If a few people like it, go build it. If you can get 10 people to love your product, you can get 1,000 people to love it. That's an interesting concept. Stop waiting for perfection to come. Perfection is never going to come. Never going to come. Lesson number 3, go all in on what's working to grow faster. Savage is open about his mistakes in the early days. In the beginning, I really didn't understand how far we could take Wistia. It's a very simple mistake. So when something works, go all in on it and don't wait. Julie is here. What's up, Julie Riga? Glad to have you here on the Rundown with Ramon. Phyllis is here on the Rundown with Ramon. Glad y'all are here today as the show grows and grows and grows. So learn from Wish to Yes, this bigger multi-million-dollar company. It may not be the size you are, but there are lessons we can all learn. Don't let perfection stop you from getting to the next level. Ding, 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 ding. A small business funding tip for you from our friends at Co, which is part of the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. What are some types of loans a business can get? Now, before I get into here, why would you want a loan? To be clear, you may want a loan because to help you expand. You know that you need the money now to help you expand, to be able to have greater capacity so you can serve more customers and make more money. Maybe you have an opportunity to start a business. I'm very hesitant on getting startup loan funding, but loans for expansion, especially once you have a proven system and know what works, I'm all for. So what are some different types of loans you may want to consider from our friends at U.S. Chamber? Types of small business loans. There's traditional or term loans. A term loan, which is often referred to as a traditional loan, is financing borrowed from a bank that have to be repaid over a set period of time. Then there's SBA loans. The SBA doesn't directly give out money, but the SBA backs and guarantees loans given by its partners. I believe that's how it works. Guaranteed by the federal government. So that's one other type of loan. There's equipment financing loans that are just to finance equipment you may need. Maybe you're running a retail shop and you need a $10,000 pizza oven. You can get a loan for that. There's merchant cash advance loans. A merchant cash advance allows businesses to access a lump sum of cash via a lender in exchange for a portion of their future sales. There's specialty loans are approved for businesses that meet certain requirements. These loans can be based on the owner's age, gender, ethnicity, or the industry the business operates in. Now, hear what our friends at U.S. Chamber say. The most common type of SBA loan is the SBA 7A loan. The 7A loan has a maximum limit of $5 million and is generally used to purchase real estate as well for working capital and debt refinancing. So how do you choose a small business loan? One, understand how much money you need and how you're going to use it to make sure you repay it back and you're not in debt over your head in a crazy way. How much can you afford to make in the monthly payments back? You can look up loan calculator to make sure you're not over your head in the loans that you want. Then understand, do you want to work with a traditional or an alternative business lender? There are several ways you can do that. How do you qualify for a business loan? A business plan, the industry type, the business tenure, annual revenue, personal and business credit scores, collateral, many different ways that financiers use to determine if you're good for financing for a loan or not. And understand, a loan that you pay back is not the only thing you need. You can get a government grant, which you don't have to pay back, a government or a private grant. Lines of credit, which is where a pool of money your bank gives you, you draw it down, and then you pay it back. It's like a loan, but it's there for you to use. Jacob, glad to have you here. JD Hunter, glad to have you here. Invoice and financing is here. Crowdfunding is another way where you say, hey, to the crowd, to your friends and family and more, we need $1 million. We need $100,000 we want to raise. And as they pour into that, they give you that money, and then you promise to give them what they invested in over time. Again, I hope this information is helping you. Dana is in the house. Dana Cox, glad to have you here. My name is Ramon, everybody, and this is The Rundown with Ramon. I hope you're enjoying every single minute. I hope you're finding it's helping you start your business, or build your best life. Ding, 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 ding. Interesting point here from Guy Raz. I've touched on this before. Guy Raz, author of How I Built This, talks about the aspect of patience. And I want to touch on that today. I'm not going to read the whole article. I've touched on this before, but the aspect of patience is absolutely important because sometimes we're not patient enough. We want things now, immediate. And all things don't come immediate to us. It always takes longer than you think, says Guy Raz. I'm on my workout regimen. Did a workout this morning. May do another workout this evening. May do a workout this afternoon. Whenever the workout may be, morning, evening, noon, night, whenever you're. But I'm on a workout routine, regimen, trying to eat a little bit healthier, cognizant of how much soda I eat and carbs I ingest with breads. It's not an overnight journey. It's a constant maintenance of the journey to live my best life and be the best I can, Matt. Good to have you here, Matt McKeel. So I want to encourage you as you're building things, it takes patience. Smallbiztechnology.com, my first business, one of them, domain bought in 1999, sold it 20 years later. Then smarthustle.com, started that in 2015, sold that 7 years later. Zoneofgenius.com, just been working on that about 2 years. So things take time. The best things we do in life often take time, people, and we try to rush it. Yes, we try to rush it. Dana, Julie, Phyllis, but the best things often don't always take time. And I encourage you, as you're doing things, be a bit more patient. Ding, 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 ding. I had an amazing article we did on zoneofgenius.com. I encourage you, if you're not signed up for zoneofgenius.com, you are missing out. Go there right now, zoneofgenius.com. Sign up for our email newsletter. We had a great article from Holly Reed. She talked about how to build generational wealth, starting with your children. And a few key things she says, one is the aspect of shifting our mindsets about wealth and legacy. Some of you have been brought up, been taught, just save your money, hold on to it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But it's more than just saving money. It's also about earning more. It's also about investing to grow that money. Investing is a powerful way to grow money, whether it's through real estate, through the markets, or other ways. And do you have a plan in place to do that? It's about beyond traditional financial planning. Document core values and business missions. Invest in mentoring the next generation is important. Then there's the aspect we talked about, overcoming resistance to wealth building. What are the concerns, the root concerns people have about wealth building? Are you focusing on the positive impact increased wealth can have? What about planning for the unexpected, Ron? That may happen. Ron's here. Good to have you here in life. And Holly talks about taking action towards building legacy. If we want to be where we want to be in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you have to start taking action now. And it doesn't happen by accident. It happens with planning. I'm on the journey with you. I'm not where I should be in creating the generational wealth I want. I'm behind. And I know I need to do better. I know. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. I hope you enjoyed it as we dive forward into the Rundown with Ramon. Another topic I want to touch on today, really, really important. Ding, 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 is the aspect of time management and project management. Time management is so important. And what I want to encourage you, I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again, is the aspect that if you want to get more done in your day, then it's absolutely important that you learn to say no to the things you shouldn't be doing or don't want to do. Because if you say no to the things you shouldn't be doing or want to do, or don't want to do rather, you could say yes to other things. Learning to prioritize day by day. Today, I had to prioritize. Do I go for a workout or do I not? I had a busy week ahead. Thank you for the stars and hearts and likes. Busy week I've had the past week. But I had to determine what's important to me. Definitely my cup of Cafe Bustelo. Which I got a little bit of residue left right here. What's important to you, and using the power of technology to automate many things, building the right team to help you do the things you need to do. This is how we live our best lives. Kudos, everybody, to Netflix. I want to touch on them real quick. Netflix is growing. And the lesson here for what I wanted to bring about Netflix growing is simply that when you provide value, when you provide a service, when you stick to it, when you provide what people need, you will grow. This is for sure for business. This is for sure for life. You'll grow. You'll grow. You'll grow. And I encourage you, provide value to your customers. Provide value to those who need to hear from you. Last point I want to touch on is an aspect of self-love. I heard about this today on a Breakfast with Champions show in Clubhouse. And I haven't been in personal development for a while. In the past 5 years or so has personal development I've been into. But this aspect of self-love, acknowledging and accepting your strengths and weaknesses, taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, setting healthy boundaries and treating yourself with dignity, being kind to yourself, especially during difficult times, Self-love can contribute to better mental health and resilience. Hey, yes, you. I was glad you're here. Relationships, it can lead to healthy relationships with others. It can motivate self-improvement and goal achievement. It can lead to choices that align with your values and well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, it's important that we each do our best to make the world a better place. Says, don't say one day I'm going to do it. Today could be your day one. If you've enjoyed this, I encourage you to go to zoneofgenius.com, sign up for our email newsletter, check it out. Don't miss any episode. We produce content like this every single day. If you're liking the show, by the way, take a selfie, take a picture. Let me know where you're watching the Rundown with Ramon. Be clear on what you really, really want in business and in life. Be clear, ladies and gentlemen, be clear. The more clear you are, the better you can serve the world. Ask yourself, do you even want to be in business? Are you hungry enough to get to where you need to be to live the life you want? Your prices, are they premium or are you the cheapest vendor on the block? Mindset is important. It is everything. It's everything. Impacts your entire day and your way of life. Mindset is everything. And last but not least, I want you to ask yourself, what do you do best? What do you do best? What could you do forever and get paid to do to live the life you want? Once again, everybody, my name is Ramon Ray, 5-time entrepreneur. Get to know me better at RamonRay.com. Definitely check us out at zoneofgenius.com. Have a blessed, fantastic day. And until next time, I'll see you on the next edition of The Rundown with Ramon. Thanks for being here. That was a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon.